Right, guys, this is a new video format that I'm trying out. Me talking to you guys face to face, trader to trader, and every single week I've got a word that I want to focus on. This week, the video is going to be focused on the word of patterns because as traders, we do look for patterns. And a lot of people think that just because you're an ICT trader, that you don't look for patterns. But the reality of the situation is you are a pattern trader and I am a pattern trader. What really phrases something that's high quality is not only the PDRAs, but also the narrative behind that. However someone likes to make money and however someone's going to be consistent, that is their thing. So do not be the person who is hating on someone else for using a different strategy. And in the same regard, do not be the person who feels bad if someone else takes a trade and you don't. Because you're looking for a specific pattern, you're looking for a specific model to occur in the market to take a trade. And this is a big theme for the week. Now, before we get into the nitty and gritty of this video, if you haven't already, I've got a mailing list that I've created. Once a week, one email, market recap, an A+ trade that I've taken with the Discord. I'm not scamming like a lot of people that send all these marketing emails every couple of days. It's not about that. I want to give you guys value once a week and you're going to have exclusive offers in that email. So this week, for example, I'm going to be sending those emails in 24 hours and you're going to get 24% off any of my premium services if you want that. But if not, you get an email once a week and you get a market review, a weekly review, and also an A+ trade that you can study. Simple. Now, moving forward with the idea of this video, guys, I think when you're learning to trade and when you're trying to become a profitable trader, you really need to step back and say, okay, what do I like to do? What is the pattern that I like? And pattern sometimes gets misrepresented, the word itself, or misconstrued. A lot of people see it as, oh, if I just trade a pattern, then I'm not an ICT trader. But think about it for a second, right? If you trade a breaker block model, a unicorn model, you are looking for a specific set of things, a specific pattern to execute the trade. If you trade like myself, the macro model, you're looking for a macro and an inversion fair value gap. They're patterns. Now, in the same regard, a lot of people have come to me in the last few weeks and they've said, Ruben, I'm fearful of entering trades. I'm not sticking to my rules. I'm breaking my rules. And there's only two reasons that happens, guys. Number one, right, you're not studying enough and you're not collecting enough data. And number two, you're not confident. And those two things come hand in hand. So a lot of people ask me, how do I collect data? Do I forward test? Do I back test? And the truth of the matter is, I don't do much back testing. I prefer forward testing in the market. If you've got a model that you want to look at just for proof of concept, then yes, back testing works well. But keep in mind, just because you back test a concept for a week or 2 months, it does not mean you personally are going to be able to profitably execute that in the market week in and week out. But why is it the case? It's because back testing does not require you to have an emotional standpoint when you're taking the trade. Back testing simply, you're looking for a pattern. Oh, here's what I do. But in the moment, as you guys know, little bits and pieces, different candlesticks, how they print, how much volume, do they close like this, do they close like that? And looking at it in real time could change your perception based on when you're back testing. So for a lot of people, I say, if you are completely new, back test, collect that data, get confidence that the model actually works. Any model though, guys, I can tell you right here, you can be profitable with my model, the macro inversion fair value gap model, that's fine. You can also be profitable with the 2022 model, with the unicorn model, with the turtle soup model. You could use an order block, you could use a breaker block, a BPR. It honestly does not matter. All these things are just PDRAs, and without context, PDRAs mean nothing, right? Patterns mean nothing. Patterns mean nothing without further context. How do I get that further context? I keep it simple. And if you're watching this and you're from my premium Discord, you know that I don't really look at the higher time frames. I've found ways to trade every single day, not needing to know where the daily candle is going to close, not needing to have a daily bias, not needing to marry a bias and say, yep, the market's bullish, so I have to look for longs. Because what happens there, in my opinion, you limit yourself to one viewpoint and one mindset. And when you do that, you miss out on opportunities that are staring you right in the face. The market is presenting you with a really clean opportunity during a key time frame, but you're not going to take it. No, only taking longs. And in the same regard, if you have a restrictive mindset in that regard, you're not going to be able to be flexible to the market, because What if you're wrong? What if your bias is wrong? Here's the question, right? If you stick to a daily bias and you 100% marry that bias, what if you're wrong? What if I'm wrong and I say, yep, we're definitely bullish? You're setting yourself up for failure. Instead, what I recommend you guys to do is to let the market show its hand, let the market print. Use the 15-minute chart to identify key PD arrays that price can respect and react from. For example, 15-minute fair value gaps, 5-minute fair value gaps. These are spots that the market likes to target, or inefficiencies, but they're also spots that you can look for price to trade into and then react from. Keep it simple. But in reality, guys, I think a lot of people put too much effort on things that don't matter. A lot of people put too much emotional focus on things that don't matter. And keep in mind that as a trader, if you're watching this video and you're watching me, we're two different people, right? So what I do, what you do, it shouldn't impact one another. If I take a trade and you don't, who cares? If you take a trade and I don't care. And you've got to adopt that mindset, that solid mindset of being able to shut out the noise, forget about social media, forget about Twitter or X, forget about Instagram, and focus on your own grind, focus on your own pattern, focus on your own model, because realistically, only what you do will impact what you do with trading. Right? So again, fear, not taking quality setups, taking trades just because you're bored, it stems from the fact that you're not confident. And confidence comes from collecting data. Confidence comes from understanding that your model will appear every single day, every single session at some point, but you need to be patient to wait for that model. Now, just so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, on the screen here, you're going to see a span of 2 hours. I was on a call for 2 hours with my Discord. And if you're in my premium Discord, you know about this. It was on Thursday, the 13th of Feb, so just last week. Now, on this call, I didn't suggest any trades, no trades. The market went down about 50, 60, 70 handles. Does that mean I need to take a trade? No. And I'm okay with that. And then what happened after the call in my live analysis section in the premium Discord, I posted there, keep your eyes on the chart now, keep your eyes on the chart, because finally the model has set up and finally all the rules have been met, all the criteria have been ticked off. And that's it. So don't feel like you need to take a trade every session. Don't feel like you need to identify every single pattern in the market. Oh, we've got a breaker here, an order block here, we've got this cross with this. Who cares? Focus on what you like. Don't focus on what other people are doing. Focus on yourself and collect data on that so you build confidence and you know that it's going to set up every single session, every single day. And if it doesn't, don't trade. I hope everyone's had a great weekend. If you're watching this on the weekend, relax, take your time to study, collect your data, but take some time to refresh for the week. If you're watching this and it's during the week, midweek, again, my name's Ruben for those that are new to this channel, and I've been trading futures for roughly about 1.5 years, 2 years. And in that time, I'm saying this from trader to trader because I've experienced every single thing that you guys have. Every single thing that you guys have, I've experienced. Every single downturn, every single success, blowing accounts, doing this, not following rules. I've all done that. I've done that. And these are the things I think are really important to keep in mind. So to summarize all that, when we're talking about patterns, focus on patterns that you like, focus on quality setups that you like, shut out the noise externally, collect data to build confidence, and then continue to apply that. It's your journey, not mine. And when the time is right, you will gain profitability. With that being said, guys, we'll talk soon. Peace.